Hello, I'm John Aitken. I'm Pro-Vice-Chancellor of Health and Medicine at the University of Newcastle. But I also run a very large research group looking at reproductive science. So one of the things we're really interested in are the origins of mutations. What is it that determines the mutational load that you carry as you go into life? And it turns out that most mutations arise in the father's, not the mother's germline. So something happens to the father which means that his spermatozoa are carrying mutations which will then be reflected in the genetic composition of the offspring. So what we've been doing in our laboratory has been trying to map the areas of the genome that become damaged in the father's spermatozoa. And we found that not the entire genome is vulnerable to damage. There's just one particular region of it which seems to be very susceptible. And it's a region on chromosome 15. And interestingly, this area on chromosome 15 is maps to a number of conditions such as autism, bipolar disease, spontaneous schizophrenia, the incidence of which is known to correlate with the father's age at the moment of conception. If we find that damage, we should do our best to ameliorate that damage as a matter of best practice. And certainly before we do any kind of IVF procedures. If there is no DNA damage there, then there's no point in doing anything, and there is no follow-on from that. But if we find the damage, it is something we should react to because it has the potential to greatly influence the health and well-being of any children he might produce. When you're involved in sort of intellectual processes, you have to unwind occasionally. My wife will tell you I've been playing the same tune for about 40 years, but it doesn't really matter what the tune is. The point is that I can pick up a guitar, I can improvise on it, and when I'm improvising music on a guitar, I am totally relaxed. And I can feel the tension easing away. So that for me is the way that I untie my knots. I play music.